Gary is coming out his best season of his career, surprising people with some of his offensive plays and importantly, surprising people with his defensive plays. With 1 year left before his player option, should the Raptors trade Gary Trent Jr. this offseason? Let's dive right into this video. So before I start this video, I wanted to say, it's been a while since I've been back recording one of these videos, but if you guys didn't, be sure to subscribe, push that push notification so whenever I upload, y'all can know what I'm saying, get alerted, and most important, drop a like on this video. And in today's video, I'm just going to be talking about Gary Trent, and as you all know, the Raptors, sadly, we're out against Philly. But as of right now, the finals, we got Warriors against Boston. So if you guys didn't, be sure to go check out my community tab and vote. See who y'all think will win this damn finals, man. I honestly don't know. It's gonna be a close series, but yeah, let's just go into the video already. So let's start fresh. So in today's video, we're basically gonna be talking about Gary Trent Jr. And with 1 year left before his player contract, Trent is making $18 million this season, and his player option would be $18 million as well. But judging by his performance, we can tell from last season he's definitely worth more. Definitely worth more than $18 million. Masai basically just gave Trent more of a bridge contract into a bigger contract, and people didn't really expect him to take a leap. We didn't expect him to come to Toronto and provide us with like 30 points and then the next game 40 and then a buzzer beater. We didn't expect him to be like, shooting it lights out, we didn't expect that. So the question here is, can we afford that? Because we also have Fred player option that he also might not take. So Toronto's basically in a tough situation right now where we can't pay Fred and Trent at the same time with the salary cap. So can a potential trade come down for Gary Trent? So that's going to be what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. So Gary Trent Jr.'s value is worth around $22 million. I don't see him worth anything higher than that. But he can look for a more backloaded contract because at the end of the day, Trent did have a phenomenal season, averaging 18.3 points per game, 2.7 rebounds, 1.7 steals. His field goal percentage might be a bit down, which is at 41%. But his 3-point percentage definitely was fantastic, 38%. And his free throw percentage is at 85%. As I mentioned, he's a really clutch player. He can provide floor spacing, create his own shot. If he can maybe focus on like some playmaking, this guy could be like pretty dangerous in the league. So the question here is, do we want to lose the ability to sign Trent or sign him to a different contract, or is it just better to trade him and not risk losing him for nothing? So let's talk about what a possible trade here can look like. One option is trading for a lottery pick, because if you currently look at Toronto's core, we do have Trent, we have a bunch of young guys, we got Van Fleet, we definitely got Pascal, and of course we got Scotty B. Barnes. But if I'm being totally honest, we can't really win a championship with this core because we don't have that number one guy yet like we used to. We had like Kawhi, blah. I'm not gonna get into too much of that yet, but Scotty definitely can be that number one guy, but he's not at that level yet because he's only been his like second year in the NBA. So maybe we can help Scotty by getting someone in the draft, and if we do trade up for the draft, this player will probably be pretty cheap because after 4 years you can sign him to another 4 to 5 year contract and you can have him for another 8 to 9 years after his rookie deal. But if we do trade for Trent for a lottery pick, it'll probably be a more like later deal. But I feel like Masai did have a W trade, he looked in consideration. I feel like that Norman Powell and I think it was Norman, I forgot, it was like Norman Powell for Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood. But I feel like Masai made the right move. He got a good player in Trent. It was definitely a big W trade for us. And when we got Trent, he started to blossom with his role with Toronto. Hard for me to see us draft the guy, after we, see how Trent performed. It's kind of hard for me to see us draft a guy that's going to be better than Trent at the same age. So instead of just trading for a draft pick, why not just trade for a different player that can help us like win now? Like building around Pascal, Scotty Barnes, like build up a core like we did to win the 2019 championship when we traded DeMar for Kawhi. And we definitely need perimeter shooting and a player that can create its own shot. And that's something very important I considered if we were to trade Gary Trent Jr. So I'd say with the 23-year-old playing at this level, we probably have to downgrade the players we receive by trading Trent. So we can probably like trade for some depth and secure for the future. I mean, we can trade for the draft, but I don't think that'd be worth it. I'll say trade him for another player for some depth, as I said earlier, but we'll probably lose the most fundamental pieces to the current core. So in my opinion, I don't see us not lose this trade for all the stuff Trent has showed. You know, I think the solution here is just not to trade Trent, because even if we were to trade Trent, I don't think we'll win still. And if it was about me, I would probably just keep Trent because of his skills, his skill set, you know, his talent he has. He's only gonna get better, you know. So to conclude this video, I just wanted to say I don't think we should trade Trent. I still think we should build around him, you know. And if it's for anyone, I'll probably seek a trade out this offseason. Maybe, you know, shop for a big man, you know, maybe like trade Pascal for some depth. Not all respect to Pascal, but I'll say, you know, shop for a big man, you know, develop Scotty Barnes, you know, have some chemistry, you know, we should be good. And that'll be it for me today. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.